Yo, 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 what up, everyone? Welcome to OTHERspace PM. My name is Nana, and we have Jason the Ape. What up, pimp?
What's up, everybody? How you doing? Merry Apemas.
Merry Ape,
Bro,
sir.
uh,
Merry Ape,
I,
sir.
I was wearing this outside today, going to my local flower store to pick up some local flowers.
Oh, really? Okay.
And the lady was like, Merry Apemas. And I was like, oh, shit, Merry Apemas. What's good? Love this customer service.
Yo, that's awesome, man. You're spreading the word.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun. But how you doing today, man? I'm loving your shirt as well. That's looking icy.
Thank you, dude. I'm feeling icy. I'm feeling fresh. Got Hoppa on the back of it. You know, I'm
Nice, nice.
feeling nice, dude. Yeah, been having fun with the merch stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the Merry Ape Miss sweater. I'm gonna have to go grab the Peak Adventures.
Yeah, I forgot to grab mine as well. It's just about a foot away.
Yeah, it's on my daughter's table right now. But what up, Justin? And
What up?
and yeah, dude, it's coming out good. We'll talk about it a little bit more, man. And you know, my situation right now, I got some Made by Ape stuff I want to showcase. You know,
What you
I'm
got?
excited to talk to you. I know you got some
It's been a
stuff.
minute.
I'm sipping on a little something, some tequila reposado, some Casamigos.
Cheers, cheers. It's a little red
Cheers.
cab.
Okay, red cab. I also have some hot chocolate.
Yeah, I got some ape water to go with the red cab because
In this
water
fancy
and wine
mug.
and such.
This is a camper mug, dude. It's this nice little compact kind of enamel mug. Lightweight, can pack it, strap it on your backpack. But cheers, man, with the OTHErSpace. The icy OTHErSpace logo. Shout out to TJ. He helped.
Available now on OTHERspace.fm.
Yeah, man. OTHErSpace.fm. Shout out to TJ. He helped me just put some of that frost on top of the letters after
I like it.
Mocked up the logo.
Yeah, it's dope.
But yeah,
so much
dude,
good stuff out there, dude. You know, it's the season too where maybe the last 6 months or so, ever since Made by Apes kind of popped up, we've been seeing a lot more creatives just popping up on our radar. So I can appreciate that a lot. That's dope.
Yeah, man, me too, dude. There's a lot going on in the community right now. Apecoin elections. You got ape chain discussions right now.
I was just gonna say, you and I just jumped out of a Spaces just a minute before the show, listening to Machi and a bunch of others talk about special delivery, talking about what's going on. But first off, we have Pink Ape Adventures right here. This shit is kind of cool, dude. So Florence right here, the lighting is horrible here, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. Let's see if I can do a quick flip.
Yeah, dude, show people what it's all about.
So there's some cool art in here, actually. How am I doing this? All right, that's pretty neat. It's me and Grateful in a nice little bar in London. Me running from the bulls right there.
I love that one. I love that one.
This is Grateful fishing with the bears, right? So
you gotta show like the chapter pages, dude, because
these are cool.
A little bit about it, yeah.
So like title Times Square Hustler, right? And then we had all these NFT events there. We have Jason the Ape looking, but then we have like a Coda walking around, like how they have those big Spider-Mans and such, and all this stuff around New York in that background are different projects, different little parts that pay homage to the NFT space. But there's a lot of fun stuff in here, man. It's kind of based on our travels around the world, so I love it.
I love that.
I'm looking for.
Hey, while you look for it, I'm gonna quickly go grab mine. Dope. So show it off while I go grab mine.
This one's really dope. This is me and Grateful out in the jungle looking for the key. Kind of a fun little thing right here. Pink Ape Adventures worldwide shipping now available on Amazon, $14.99. But I think it's kind of dope that people have been showing up. And I'm not even gonna front, dude. Like, we haven't sold a ton. We've sold about 50 or so of these. But
Damn, that's
it
great.
that's incredible to me, right? Like, if we sold one, that's super cool. That's super cool to me. Grateful. There's some good stuff in there, man. Nice. Thank you for supporting, bro.
Oh my gosh, shit. Of
It's more
course,
just
bro.
fun to like put it out there and see what comes of it, right? Because these are kind of like MVPs. If we ever go for a bigger brand, we have something there,
Made
right?
by
And
apes.
RGB worldwide is Reaper Grateful Baron worldwide.
I like that.
Because
Thank
we're
you.
international. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
you guys are killing it worldwide. Yo, I want to show off a little bit of my daughter's work on
yeah, please.
your book. So,
Nice.
you know, already it's hard to see right now, but already she's got like a lot of coloring on
Oh
the
yeah.
on the front.
I love it. Priceless
Okay.
work of art. Killing it.
So this is all her, by the way.
And how old is your daughter right now?
She's 2.
Okay, just for context, man.
So she
Killing
doesn't
it.
know like how to do shapes yet, but although she recognizes it, and she what was cool is she did pink on the apes without even me saying anything.
Nice.
So that was really cool. And then she colored
She's
it
got
red.
some good shapes. Nice. I
Well,
see some triangles
starting to
inside
get
the circles.
like she's starting to get more like, you know, precise, but with the way it starts is stuff like this. And she'll just be like, circle. I was like,
oh man.
Cool, you know?
Hell yeah, circle.
So I'm loving the pages, you know, the blank pages too. It gives a little bit of freedom. And I like the title pages.
Well, you know, the blank pages was really
every
to make
single
sure
page, dude. She's hit up, dude.
bro, I love that one. That needs to be a t-shirt right there, bro. Like, put that on a t-shirt. Killing it.
So she's enjoying it, man. Like, it's pretty cool. Oh, look at this. Here's your Spain one.
Love it. That's amazing. That's so good. That's so cool, bro.
Yeah, man. She's having fun. She recognizes
That's what it's all about.
She recognizes apes, you know.
Nice.
But I can tell like she's like at least she's paying attention to like different parts, you know. So
how cool.
Anyway,
what an experience, man.
Yeah, dude, I think it's a great product. You know what I mean? Like it's a great product that has fun with IP. It got people like Reaper involved, who's a really talented human, an artist. And you guys are telling your adventure by doing it. This is an adventure in itself, as far as you guys putting shit out there made by apes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's absolutely a very oddly satisfying thing to do with our friends, you know, and to see people posting day by day that they're getting a copy and they're stoked to sit home and color, and the ranges of age are incredible, right? Like, but I'm looking forward to doing other ones. The Legend of the Lost Ledger, right? There's that part to it. There's some future opportunity with different partners and friends, and at the same time, I just want to keep doing different coloring opportunities, man. So we've already been cooking up some other coloring ideas, which could be quite fun. So who knows what'll come, but you know, just messing with the homies, man.
Yeah, I like it, man.
That's what the space is about. IP.
So before we kind of get into the whole Legends of the Mara, are we gonna have a Dutch auction? I don't know. No, we'll get into that a little bit. You know, Apecoin DAO elections. Jason and I, we were talking ahead of time, and you know, we like to dedicate at least one pillar of OTHERspace PM being just on the community IP piece. You know, there's so many dope things going on, especially made by Ape. So I think you have a couple of things that you wanted to showcase and, you know, just show off, like a little show and tell. And I certainly have something pretty cool as well.
I will show off this right here, which is quite cool. So Mega Robot has a really cool product. These little vape cartridges. Oh, it's all green. These little vape cartridges. Everything I show does this. So this is a cartridge. What if I do this? No.
Oh man.
So, but it's super cool. Tastes amazing. It's very stony. It's very nice. Liquid Diamonds cartridge from Mutant Mega Robots. It's quite lovely.
Is there a website on there on the packaging?
Bro, if I had my glasses, I could tell you, but I can't see a damn thing. You know, the problem with playing Legends of the Mara so much is I'm pretty sure it made me go blind. Mega Robot Bronx Extract. There's no website on this box. But this flavor is horchata.
Oh.
So it's been nice. This is a nice little product. Picked it up, you know, pretty cool.
Dude, have you tried it?
yeah. That cartridge is mainly empty. I just kept the box. You know, just wanted to show you this invisible box. No, but it's cool. A Mega Mutant out there doing stuff, right? And I love all the different flower products out there, seeing what's cooking and what people are smoking. So, also I got this one. I think this is from Shane. Drips Hot Coda Honey.
Oh yeah,
super hot honey.
Good.
Haven't opened it. I'm thinking maybe on some hot wings or something, you know, like that looks like a
chicken wing.
Yeah, some chicken wing sounds like the bomb spot right there. But that was cool. He put them up on his website, shipped directly to the house, quite quick. Every time I see an ape put something up, I buy it pretty much. It seems like I need to buy Steve's book. I know he just put that out recently and been working on that a long time ago. So gotta grab that. Oh, I'm so curious with this honey. I've had this for, you know, maybe a month or so now, and I just haven't found the right moment to try it. But maybe some hot wings are in the future.
You know, that's the thing about like all these made by ape stuff. They're almost like all of us are collectors as well. So
yeah,
you kind of want to collect them. You know what I mean?
And honey lasts forever, bro. So I can, you know, hold this.
But at the same time, like I just gotta put it to use. You know, it's the same thing with kicks. Like sometimes it's really hard for me to just sit on kicks and not wear them. You know, that's what they're meant for. And so I have a couple of Mr. Clean Cowboy products. So
okay, all right.
This is Mr. Clean Cowboy. This is actually by Marav. And so we all know Marav. She has been an amazing artist, an amazing person, amazing ape in the space, pushing it forward. And there's some pretty cool things. So these are some mints. And I'm going to open this up. So you got a nice little box here. Really cool ape. If you look at the ape, though.
Nice.
That's a nice ape, dude.
Yeah, bro. There's so many nice apes, but that one's super clean.
Isn't it?
Oh, I see.
Super clean. Mr. Clean Cowboy is the brand. Oh my God. Look at this, dude. Look at these little mints. And
are they all stamped with the cowboy?
Yeah, dude. Let me see if I can hold one up.
Very nice.
See that?
Give it a taste. Is it minty fresh?
Let's see. Yeah.
Where did you get that? Where'd you get those?
Cool. Dude, this was at, well, these are great mints. This is in LA.
Nice.
And
they're so
oh my God. Oh my god, this right here. All right, so she has different size candles. This is one of them, and it has like this really cool. Yo, Justin, thank you, sir, man. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, man.
Thank you, sir, man. Yo,
That's
Justin,
our next t-shirt.
I appreciate you. Justin's killing it out there, you guys. Other guide, and I'm loving the content that you put out and just what you bring to the space. Yo, so we got this, and this I just cracked this open and it smelled immediately really good, dude. I don't even know what flavor it is, but you could see like a little bit of glitter on it. It like glistens.
Oh no.
Do you see that?
Wick, nice. Yeah. Little sheen.
A little sheen, a little bing. So yeah, let me see if I could get these old matches. I haven't filled my lighter with butane yet, so.
What does it smell like, dog?
Almost lit my microphone on fire just now.
Bro.
Let's see if we can
get
this shit lit.
Get that shit lit, son. I love this background music. I'm vibing with it.
I was going to say, is that annoying? Should I turn it off? I just felt like...
I mean, I'm in the right mindset for it right now, to be honest with you. This is where I'm at. Did you see my Coda in the City post, man? I've been loving all the Coda AI art that I've been seeing around the timeline.
Oh, yeah, the Coda in the City. Yes, I did. Pull that up.
There's just so much cool art out there. I love people having fun.
Pull Coda in the City up.
Oh, look, there you are right there. Show and show. Oh, this was cool, I thought.
Nice. You know, is that AI or what?
Yeah,
how did you do that?
I just have an AI app I like to throw my codas into when I want to play around. And what's cool about AI now is you can kind of just imagine anything, and then it's just like boom, it's right there, you know. And the more you get to use it, the more it seems capable as well, which is absolutely surreal, man. But
yeah, what? There's I was just reading. Try and do like as much research as I can with the latest tools, you know, because AI is kind of coming in at so many different angles, you know, in video, in you know, text to video, you know, images, text images, audio, all that stuff. So there's always something new. By the way, this is awesome. I'm just going to let it just kind of burn over here and get the aroma good, dude. I feel like I got my hot chocolate, you know?
Don't burn down the house, though. Be careful.
So, yeah, dude, Justin, you're getting one of these coming pretty soon, dude. I can't wait. Cheers.
Bro, you trying to show people the samples right now of what's going to come next?
Look at this.
Get them hype. Pre-announcement.
The OTHERspace. And then you see the back?
Yeah, that's nice. Squat down a little bit. Now wiggle now wiggle that.
Yo. That's probably that reminds me of Basil in Miami last year.
Yeah.
No, but dude, you know, I'm just stoked stoked because we also got, you know, it's been a while, but we had a couple people that won some special merch to incorporate their IP. So that is going out to those special people. And yeah,
fucking great.
You remember that? It was for like
that was for the 1 year anniversary of OTHERspace FM, man. And it's I don't know how long it's been since that, but we are a self-funded program, so we finally got money to pay for that shit. So thank you.
Yeah, we had to do a merch launch in order to jumpstart our merch.
Bro, All right,
So
Sean. I honestly, I think you should show everyone the black sample at some point. Just a quick tease, like maybe the outro of the video. But
let's see. Hold on.
you know, just he's like, calm your horses. So, you know, I don't know. Anyways,
Jason's quick.
so you know, I don't have time to waste, man. I could die anytime.
Yeah. No.
No, all right. Anyways, moving on. So, Legends of the Mara potential Dutch auction. No, it won't be.
Well,
But
let's kind of go through like how that all came about.
Yeah. So, I don't know about you, man, but I like to check the Twitter timeline every 15 to 20 minutes of my life in case I miss any dramatic events. And all of a sudden, I saw these little creatures popping up that look like other side related creatures.
Shit.
These little cute, cuddly, scary catalysts. I saw someone post it. I said, "What is this?" They said, "I'm about to write a thread. Check it out soon." And I went, "Oh shit, something's going down." Jump into the OTHERspace FM chat. I see everyone's buzzing about it. Hey, we found the code. It says Dutch auction. All right, I'm a little bit more confused. And then all of a sudden, I see Daniel Allegre post something on his page. Hey guys, this was something else. Blah 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 blah. We'll get to that in just a second. So it went from, this is like, as a casual outsider, this is what most people saw. A little buzz, a little bit of confusion, a post about a code, and then the CEO coming out and saying, "No, this is going to be a reward," and discuss. So that's kind of the setup for the general,
This is true.
synopsis of what
It's
happened.
good to hear. Well, I think it's a testament to how people came across this information and how much spin stuff like this can create. You know what I mean? Because we've been really hoping for like an upgrade in communications from the team, but what had happened was, inside the LoTM.OTHERside.xyz website, when you go to inspect that website, so you'll be able to see, all the different files loaded, all the JavaScript and all those things. And in one of those files, you get to see some of the code that was in there. And I don't know if this was recently updated and someone caught it, but I know there are a few like private, like group chats and things like that where it was circulating. And so a lot of people started to look into the code itself. And so this was prior to anything hitting the timelines. And which I thought was pretty fun, like it's kind of fun to see, oh wait, are we finding out something new? Is this alpha?
And this was what, like yesterday or the day before?
I think it was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
Yeah. So I mean, inside that code, let's see. So like, here's like a little screenshot of it, you know what I mean? But inside that code, you start to get certain things like, I know it's hard to see my mouse, my cursor. But you start to see the word catalyst. You start to see auction begins Wednesday, 20th of December, 2023 at 10 GMT. Auction ends Monday, the 25th of December. And then it says the creation phase, and it has a video path to the assets catalyst intro, which you're able to pull like a thumbnail from. And then it shows the video name. It's like it has all this stuff that is that's on there. And I think a lot of people were immediately leaning into what this all means, right? Obviously, it's in the code, and it's saying things like,
it's very direct with what it says too, right? Like I I just saw the code today. I had only heard the hearsay yesterday, but to see such specifics is interesting. My
Yeah.
curiosity is, do we know what the payment method would be? Like maybe we're paying in fragments or something.
Well, I think that's where a lot of people were speculating immediately, right? So there, first off, it was just like, yo, Dutch auction, like what the hell?
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Like we're gonna have to mint these catalysts,
Nobody
or
has money.
is it somehow like, you know, where you mint some and then some you don't and they get rewarded? So a lot of spin, like I said, like people just
Yeah.
already gone, and then you start to see it hit the timeline, you know?
Oh.
So then people are pulling out the images and actually putting them on the timeline. And I was like, here we go. Here
Yeah,
we
you just
go.
sit
Because,
back with your popcorn.
yeah, you know, because I think for me it was fun because I know for myself that this is not anything that was announced officially, you know?
Mm-mm.
There's still none of this can be taken like for face value because it's not announced. But at the same time, there's that argument of like, why do they even have this in there in the first place? Are they
Right.
pivoting, you know, because they started to hear the negative sentiment? And so that's kind of what's going on in the timeline to kind of catch people up.
It's
You
so
know?
exciting, right? Like, it's so exciting to me to have something to talk about again, because even if it is someone catching a little blurb in the code or whatever, it means to me that something's
Something's
happening.
coming.
And
It's
and
coming.
that's fucking exciting, right? Like, this is something you and I have talked about is for the last year and a half, we've created a show with very little content from or about the thing that we're making that show about, right? So we're getting some fucking really juicy things now that we're like, okay, something's on the horizon. I don't know if you pay attention to Coda floor value as much as I do, but I watch it pretty much every day. And in the last week or so, it's gone from like 3.2 to 4.2 ether. We're seeing Beanie being a fucking Coda and other side maxi all of a sudden, which I don't really
Yeah,
know how to
we could
process that.
let's bring all that up, you know?
Yeah, it's very
But,
interesting. There's some interesting moves happening.
you know, and that's let's talk about the market, but before we do, like, you know, going back to, okay, now it's starting to, these catalysts are getting released on the timeline. A lot of people are just pulling these images out from the back end of the website.
Right.
And you know, there's still a lot of questions. And so when you start having people who are pulling this information out deliver this to the public for the first time, and it's not being positioned in the in the way that was intended by Yuga, that's where there's a whole lot of confusion on what the fuck is this? Why am I seeing this on the timeline? Are you telling me I need to do a Dutch auction? And it's creating a lot of emotion, you know? And so
It's
and rightfully so. Like it,
yeah.
you know, you start to see all of this stuff start to unfold, and you're just like, dude, I felt the rumblings as soon as I saw this stuff in the code, and I was just like,
Just real
oh
quick
man.
though, right? Like as like you and I are both on social media all the time, and I'm assuming this code was something that happened in the back end. Like obviously, right? Someone discovered it, shared it on social media, and now becomes a big conversation piece. So my curiosity is like, what is happening with the creation of the actual product, and then there's just like whatever, that backwind is the backwind, it has to be dealt with, right? Because if people catch on and that was actually what was happening, all right, it's a business, they got to make money still. I don't know, I can't justify it any, like
That's
I don't know how to
another thing.
justify it.
That's another thing that, you know, is that needs to be figured out. Like fiscally, how is this going to work? Especially if Yuga, which is like considered a, you know, it's, I don't think they see themselves as a startup as much as like a real company. Like they're a real company out here in Web
Oh hell
three,
yeah.
probably one of the largest in Web three, and they do have to, you know, have a great business. And
I mean, it's a
so,
$1 billion company. It's wild.
yeah. And, you know, so you immediately start going into like, are they padding, you know, the numbers, especially for what's to come? There's a lot of those thoughts in terms of how they can actually make this a profitable business moving forward, because the assets are already out there. And, you know, Yuga's been criticized for that, for selling the assets without having like the final product, which is the other side. And
No,
so,
that makes sense. That makes sense.
yeah, so I get it. And I I think it was great to see Daniel Allegre immediately, kind of not immediately, but like that same day, put out a post to try and squash the rumors of any sort of Dutch auction. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
let's see. Let me pull up that particular post right now. We are. So
I don't know, man. At this point, here's another realization that I have, just like as a bag holder, is I want to see this succeed, right? I want this to be a cool experience. I've wanted that since the beginning. So I just hope I don't have to keep putting money out of my pocket into things.
I think all of us are in that boat, you know, because we're like, yo, are they really not in touch with the community and where the community is at with all of this, who have spent or are down with whatever we have purchased an other deed for or a coda for? You know, technically, if you purchase, like, your chances are you're down already.
Yeah, bro.
You might even
I
be
know
down bad.
bro, the fact
So
that I got excited about a 4 ether coda kind of makes me sick if I thought about where I bought in. But I'm like, oh, 4 ether, yay! You know, because
mhm.
that is a win right now, and I'll take it. But comparatively, where the entry was, fuck.
So Allegre, CEO of Yuga, said there have been some questions around what we are looking to do regarding LOTM circulating around. Catalysts are planned for in-game rewards, not for auction. So great to see the community jump on that. You know, you get comments like this, you know, Aloe saying hard to believe, definitely was planned, but great, it's going to be in-game rewards instead. And he's kind of showcasing some of the code that was also found in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's funny,
Clearly,
man.
Dutch auction, get ready. Auction will start on this day, you know? So you even have the trailer with the link. There's just a lot of things that were in the code, so it's just interesting. So it even said right here, your stash allows you to bid during the auction and create and add Apecoin to your stash.
Yeah,
So anyway, I think that's kind of where it was just like, oh, and it said creation season catalysts are available for purchase through a last price Dutch auction. And a last price Dutch auction would be whatever the last price is, because a Dutch auction will just get lower and lower until it gets minted out. So whatever that final lowest price is, that's what it's going to charge everyone else.
yeah.
And everyone else would get refunded, but they got in the line because they were willing to pay more.
Right. Throw their money on the
Yeah. So, you know,
well, man, it's
that's just a
interesting,
little
right?
context for what's happening. But to dispel, the title of the show, Dutch auction for LOTM Catalyst auction. There is no Dutch auction. So I think we should feel good about that.
I know that I have my Twitter comments going up, and I see Do It Big Chicago throwing in some comments about how, this seems like a pivot move in a matter of speaking, because some community members found that code and published it on socials, and that was, an adjustment. And it may be, right? We don't know. They could have had a plan to sell, and maybe they're going, oh no, that's this or whatever, or maybe it was a reward and that language was incorrect. I don't know. They also had a floor on Dutch. You know, it's interesting. Like at this point, I don't know what to say when I hear like a lot of people give such a varying opinion on what they feel about the club, right? Like for me, I think two things: either build with the IP that you have, or flip to flip. Like that's it, right? And if you're just gonna hold just to have an opinion, that's a thing. That's fair, right? Like that's okay. But I don't understand. There's a lot of people on the timeline that I see that are in the club talking shit about the club. So I don't get that. You know what I mean? Like be with it or be out.
You know,
That's it. But
yeah, I feel you.
that's just my opinion.
I know what you're saying. And I think
Because
there's
the club
different
hits
levels.
different to me. 100%. It means different things to all
Well,
of us
even
too, right?
even that being said, people are criticizing Yuga, but not necessarily like Board Ape Yacht Club, right? So there's so many different facets of what's happening. And
Yeah.
a lot of people that have opinions are coming from all different, parts of the ecosystem.
Well, that's the
Which
beauty
is,
of the internet. It ranges, right?
yeah, which I think is probably one of Yuga's biggest opportunities is to really have a healthy feedback loop with the community. And I think we play a part in that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
As
for sure.
a sub community, as OTHERspace FM, as us being able to have like a conducive platform to be able to talk about these things in a productive way.
Yeah.
So I think what's out there is certainly fair because we're looking for clear communications, and what we get is stuff like this, or it's a select group of people that they're referring to having a meeting with, and they can't say anything because they're all NDA'd. So it's just
Right.
feeling like you're closed off from what's actually happening. At least I feel that way. I'm like, what is actually going on? Because the people that went to this meeting, all they can tell me is codas are going to be, amazing, and they're more
Right.
powerful
And
than
quotas are
the
coming
Kodamar.
because of that lack of, information.
Yeah,
It's
but
interesting, man.
with that being said, the Coda floor has been on a nice little uptick. I think we're at a 3.57 Coda floor right now for just any Coda. And then if you start to showcase like any sort of like weapon, that's at a 5.2 floor. So
Nice.
yeah, really interesting to kind
Let's
of
get
see.
quotas back up to like 20 ether again. Let's get that up there.
I'm gonna need to pack my bags before any of that, dude.
I honestly like I've been trying to get my first, I have 3 quotas. I'm working on my Legends of Mara camp. I'm trying to get my first hunted my first chest basically in season 2, and it's been a process, man. It's been quite difficult. Even with 2 quotas and 3 enchanters on a tier 1. I don't know. We did this last week and I still haven't. I'm about to get there. I'll show you guys in just a second.
Yeah, show
But
us in a
like,
second. We got a couple things real quick in the chat.
all right, what do we
First
got?
off, yo, Jesse just bought an M2 Mutant 8, waiting to get in a long time. What a time right now. Good shit, Jesse. Welcome to the club. Shout out to you. If you want, throw us your X handle in the chat. We'll put up on the screen. Make sure Ape follow Ape. And Jesse, welcome to the club. Why did you decide to get into this? I want to hear a little bit more. And then Justin, you asked a couple of good questions. If the Dutch auction was real, do you think it would have minted out, Jason?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know how many people have been dying to mint? Okay, first off, there's a ton of people who are burnt and they're like, fuck this. I'm never going to buy Yuga shit again. All right, I agree. Secondly, there's a lot of people who love to buy anything Yuga. So I think it would. Maybe it wouldn't be instant depending on how expensive, but I would bid on it. Especially too, bro. Think about how, like, for people like yourself, and myself, with how many game pieces we already have, if it's gonna better my gaming experience, perhaps make something more valuable, of course I'm gonna bid on it. With what money? I don't know, but I'll have to find it
We'll figure it out.
in the
That's what
internet in
crypto's
the
for.
internet couch cushions. But look how close this is, man. I think I might get my chest tonight.
Yeah.
This is crazy, bro. So you guys explained this to me at last OTHERspace PM, remember? When I had I had only 2 camps going, and now I have 3. And since it's cumulative right now, I'm currently in 57th place overall, with what is that, 327 million and so points here, which might get me this epic whole part and this epic weapon. I thought
How
initially I'd
many?
get in the top.
How many epic weapons do you get? I can't read that.
4 and 4.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I really thought I would be able to get in the top 50, but that shit is just not gonna happen, bro. Which is okay. This game is about basically rewarding
This is
stakers.
your first one, right? Oh yeah, Sidian.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you got a weapon with a coda with a weapon, and any enchanters on that?
yeah. I have a
Oh
Coda
wow.
Enchanter, and then that. So that's what I'm pushing through.
Damn.
Uh,
What a
trying to
sick
get.
setup on that deed too. What a beautiful deed.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm trying to get this one. A lot of these items hadn't been claimed yet. Still, 72,900 out of 73,048. So barely any have been claimed, and a ton of good stuff. So I'm hoping by, maybe an hour or so from now, I'll be claiming something.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this already. The Blazing Plasma, 2 legendaries are gone, fully claimed.
Yeah, World of Women.
That's
I
cool.
saw I think I saw Agora Marketplace, if I'm not mistaken, get one of those.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome, man. So how's your Legends of the Mara experience going? Because for me, the hunting, I'm where I'm at, bro. Like I've got a few spread out, one here, one there, but nothing particularly crazy. I'm gonna end up somewhat okay with fragments. The biogenic swamps are already going quite quick, 72%, and it's been up for about a week. Everything else is going to taper off a little bit, but I mean, still with the 2nd generation of fragments, I only have 378. It's not looking like I'm going to be crushing that metric, right? But hopefully I get something cool here that makes this worthwhile, because I basically put that whole little setup of these guys on a hunt instead of farming my 2nd biogenic swamp deed. So risk reward, we'll see what pays off.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a position where I'm thinking about what to do still. But I do have a few things in play. I'll go ahead and share what I'm up to right now. So we got biogenic swamp being farmed on. I got a tier 1 sediment tier 1 that just has 1 on it. That's getting 6 fragments every day, every 24 hours.
Nice.
This biogenic swamp sediment tier 3 is getting 15 fragments every 11 hours, and that currently has my coda on there. I have 1 coda.
Nice.
And then I have 3 enchanters. And so I got the coda and 2 enchanters here to really beef up this. Look at the biogenic swamp fragments. So it's at 72%. Comparatively, the next one down is chemical goo, and that's at 90. So, this is going to go pretty quick. You'll see chemical goo go next. I'm almost at 1,000 sediment fragments for biogenic swamp, which is cool. And then right over here, I got the 2 hunters with an enchanter, and it's on an environment tier 2. And so I'm just kind of rocking that right now. What I do need to do is, I believe it is 1483. Oh no, 80196, 80196. This is our tier 5 OTHERspace deed.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And so I forgot to actually put that up there, and I'll go ahead and get that going so that we can at least get it started. It's looking a little different. You know, like the card background doesn't seem to be loading properly on mine.
Yeah, mine either. It's been having a little lags.
Yeah, and you know, I did a hard refresh. So there it is. it's just a little buggy. You know,
So,
one thing
Sean,
I'm
someone
wondering is
on
like when we're
Twitter
going to be able to see our, you know, our master chests.
soon, bro. It's coming soon. Somebody asked Heavy Metal. They asked us on Twitter. They said, you know, Heavy Metal was a disaster. In their opinion, what do you think going forward will be the case with Heavy Metal? You know, that's an interesting thought, because Heavy Metal and Legends of the Mara are quite different in the entirety. But yeah, that's a good conversation to have. Maybe we'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay, well, you know, what do you think, dude? Because I think with Legend of the Mara, besides like some of the parts of the website not loading, like, you know, my mist isn't showing up yet, as you can see on the top left. The cards. I do like how they have the timers, and you can hover over all this stuff now and kind of see where you're at with it, with the power ups and skills. So that's a really, really welcome update. And I think, let me take a look at my other hunting deed.
Boop, 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 boop.
Here we are.
So, I dig it, man.
You dig what?
This whole game. Like, if you think about it for what it really is, we're staking NFTs and we're earning a yield of something. That's something being fragments or being these chests that have, you know, items in it. So what do we do with it next? Who knows? I'm assuming something more in the other side world, perhaps. That's where the next, you know, catalyzing event perhaps happens, with using some of these assets that we're gaining right now. Because, like, what's the purpose of gaining things if we're not going to spend them or use them or burn them or whatever it may be? So I'm intrigued. I mean, you know this, man. We're pot committed, like I've said many times, but more so, I'm very curious to see this whole experience out, because I think the potential is insanely high.
Yeah, you know, I do feel like it is kind of like this whole soft staking kind of mechanics that are being turned into a game, which is cool. We're going to need to extract value out of these NFTs, and they're giving us some fun ways to be able to do that through storytelling.
Yeah.
And it also, like, there's that whole meta game as well, in terms of how you could use these assets in different ways. And I think that's kind of where, you know, even as people like look at a coda and they can use it for Legends of the Mara, but they can also use it to craft items in 10KTF. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can
That
use
was
it
interesting, right?
They can use it for IP, and do, you know, their own spicy hot honey if you want to do that with your coda. So it's like there's so many different ways you can extract value out of these assets, and I think they're going to continue to find those ways. And that kind of leads us into Heavy Metal, because we have Evo 1 Heavy Metal, which is where we're at, and we played the Heavy Metal Forge, which I think overall, I think it's safe to say a lot of people thought that this was maybe a step back, or it wasn't a fun game. So hard to kind of gauge the success in the overall scope of things, because it was considered this interactive mint experience, and sure is. So yeah, these NFTs, these assets are meant to evolve, right?
Yeah.
Back at Ape Fest, and we played this clip on OTHERspace FM last Thursday live on the X space. We played back Garga just talking about how one of the big focuses for the club was, one was to always be weird and do weird shit, and that's fun, but also was to not only like showcase what the club is about for the people that are here, but also more externally, you know what I mean? And a big part of that is gaming. And so with gaming, they mentioned they're going to have a mobile first cross-platform game coming out in 2024. And I think that's what we're all expecting when you tie in the timelines for heavy metal. And you start to look at, we've heard things like, yo, the new team has listened, you know what I mean? So one, there's definitely a newer team that is working on whatever it is that's to come. Two, this game has been in development for over 2 years. So I think that also says something, which, it's been in development for 2 years. They've had a little bit of time to work on it. If they're going to use the heavy metal assets to really help jumpstart whatever this game is, and it's a free to play mechanic, it's available out in the app stores or maybe online, it is cross platform. So I would imagine both on your phone as an app, but also online, if through a browser maybe. And I think there's a lot of potential there, especially if we start to see the heavy metal IP kind of get put out there. So, heavy metal arena, that could be something. We're speculating here, but we're just kind of tying in some of the alpha in plain sight that we've seen. And I'm excited for it. I think the heavy metal floor price is definitely hurting. But just like all these other collections. Damn. So I think it says something about, where heavy metal is at right now, where we're not expecting anything to like come out tomorrow. But it is the end of.
What was that?
What was it?
Oh, you had like a thumbs up emoji like in your screen. I can't update my computer because I'll lose my face.
Yo, what other signs are there? I was like, what the hell?
I'm sorry, I like confuse you. I'm like, what was that?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, dude, it's an interesting time, man. Hey, happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday, Sean Nana.
No, but
hey, were you in the spaces the other day when PP Man and Spicy were doing a nighttime spaces with the bunny?
I tapped in for a little bit.
It's kind of cool to see some Bored Ape spaces popping up again. Like, not gonna lie, I really think that's cool. Yeah. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed seeing new faces, old friends coming together and just chopping it up about whatever. Because, we were talking about this earlier. Apecoin DAO elections going on right now. Almost every spaces I feel like is an election campaign space right now, which is first off, taxing is fuck for whoever's applying. So kudos to everyone who's grinding through the process. It doesn't seem easy at all. But man, I don't know. Like, you've hosted a few different ones, right? I don't think I've been able to catch them all, but I think you've done a few right now, right?
I have.
How's that?
Yeah,
How's that going?
I hosted 2 spaces
That's what I thought.
to cover the elections. So
Nice.
the first space, it was in collaboration with Board In. So shout out to Popple and Jason, aka NFT Hoarder. And they really helped organize it. They asked if I can lead the space and host it. And I, said sure. And the first space was actually to highlight some of the Made by Apes people that were running. So it was like, hey, the Made by Apes community is awesome. Why don't we highlight some of the people that are running that have Made by Apes brands? And so anyone that ended up showing that requested up, we did our best to let just everyone up as a platform, but we specifically the people that were specifically invited to that space were people who were building and have a Made by Apes license. And then Board In and Apecoms kind of got together and they decided to host another space.
Nice.
That was going to be open to everyone. And I suggested, instead of having 14 plus people try and have their say and be timed for whatever it is, why don't we focus on Marcoms and Metaverse Working Group and just get a little bit deeper into those discussions? Because at the end of the day, with what is expected for both the Metaverse stewards as well as the Marcom stewards, is that they are going to be, once they get elected, they're expected to submit a plan for the community to get votes on and in order for it to get funded. And so I wanted to get more clear specifics on what their plan was, or how they plan to craft that plan. And it was interesting. It was cool to kind of hear everyone's takes. I gotta say, like, it was great to hear more from like TFG. G as us was there. Max Song, who I have never had the opportunity and pleasure to talk with on stage before, but was really impressed with who he is, his experience, and what he was bringing to the conversation. And he was in, like, I think in Taiwan, Hong Kong, I forget which one, but it was 2 a.m. for him. But that was one of the cool things where I'm like, you know what? Shout out to everyone who's freaking running for this stuff, because also it kind of puts your name on the map too. Like, I would have never heard of some of these people, and now I get to hear about their experience and what they do and what they like. I want to work with some of these people, you know what I mean? Like, so I thought that was really dope. And we also had like Lord for Marcoms, Popple, and I know I'm probably missing like some of the others that were there, but it's just really dope to just get a little bit more focus onto their thing versus having to cover, the special counsel, the governance working group stewards, all those candidates. So
it seems
really
complicated, man.
There's a lot of seats up, for election. So I think that's the case. One thing I do think is pretty cool, and something I'll share. And I didn't know about this, but this is apecoms.org, and they got a nice website. And the part I want to highlight is the calendar right here.
Neat.
And so they have the Apecoin DAO election season coverage funded by ThankApe from November 30th to December 20th. And they're showcasing all the different events that are covering it. So, you know, these are a few of the upcoming events. You can set the reminder here. And these are all the different spaces from different communities who are hosting and covering the election.
Neat.
So
that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. And you know, I think we're in talks with ApeComs to maybe host something. I think for OTHERspace, it might be good. Like, you guys let us know too. Like, might be good to have something more focused on the metaverse working group. You know what I mean? Since we have an audience that's so passionate about building in the metaverse, building with OTHERside. So I think that would be maybe something that is because what I hope is that we don't have so much redundancy. You know, it feels like a grind if everyone's just saying the same thing, or, you know, feeling obligated to hop in each space. So
yeah,
I think
it becomes very political, man. It's interesting.
Oh, it is, man. Campaigning is tough. It is.
I mean,
tough.
I heard I think TFG secured Machi's vote for Metaverse Working Group, so we'll see if it secures through the morning, and who else gets that second spot, I guess.
Yeah, dude, that's really exciting to kind of hear that. I think here we are. Let me see. So here's what the current standings are looking like right now. For Metaverse Working Group, we got David Crypto with 13 million ape, TFG, and there's 2 spots. Okay, we got TFG with 10 million, and then Dim with 2.5. Max Song with 99, and GSS with 91. So yeah, man, it's really, really interesting. As you mentioned, Machi came in with the vote 7.5 million ape today for TFG. You got the Mochaverse delegate wallet. Yeah, with David Crypto. Another 3.1 for David Crypto. Journey Club, 2 million for TFG, and Mega Codas with 1.1 on Dim. So those are some of the big top votes for Metaverse Working Group Steward. And the auction closes tomorrow. Not the auction.
Voting. Yeah, I was like, auction.
Voting.
Yeah.
This whole Dutch auction.
I know.
And then we have marketing and communications working group.
Okay.
So Popple leading the way with 13 million votes, or 13 million ape. And then Lynstro.eth, 10 million. Shotgun Toby, she has 2.3 million. And Lord. I actually thought Lord, did Machi change his vote? What the hell? I thought Lord had Machi's vote. I could have sworn he was up there.
Oh man.
Yo, what the hell? I might have to do like a hard refresh. Yeah, I'll revisit that in a second. And then special counsel. So this is going to have another round, and I think the top 5 will go into this one. And so what happens is people can allocate percentages of their vote. Okay. So you know, out of the 100% Apecoin that you have, you can put a percentage toward different people. And so, you know, you got a lot of people. You got Hazel and AirV leading the way right now. Bored Ape G, who's going up again for re-election. Jason J. Ape, who founded Elite Apes Hong Kong. Zastro Bradley, Helena. I really hope, personally, I hope to see Helena at least get in that top 5. So, one thing that is, you got Aaron Haber, who we've personally worked with before. Wishing him luck. Dare Vader, who hangs out in other space as well. But yeah, man, it's not easy. All the voting ends tomorrow at 6 Pacific time. And just so you know, like, you are able to change your vote up after you submit it. So if it's like 555 and the person that you're voting for is not in the top running, and the top 5 that's going to move in, you could try and push someone over, if they're close to the brink of the top 5. So we've seen that happen in, a couple of elections ago. So it's just one of those things you should keep in mind. If the people you're voting for are not, in the top 5 by the time like the election's about to end, you could potentially have a place to maybe push someone right over the edge to get into that top 5.
You heard it here first. You can push them over the edge. Nah, it's cutthroat, man. To be honest with you, bro, like it's so political that it's I just got to applaud the people who are putting themselves through it, because it doesn't seem easy. And yeah, you may get put on the map, and that's cool. But I just got to applaud anyone who stands up and says, hey, I want to contribute, because that shit does not seem easy. And people are putting in a lot of time campaigning and putting in these meetings. And now I'm curious to see, once we get people, into those positions, what will come of it? What will come of all these, new people in the working groups, and where does all that time and energy go? So hopefully something cool comes for the metaverse group, because that's our main interest. Like you said, I'm always just going to continue to stay hopeful that the other side is going to be the coolest fucking thing ever since sliced bread. I'm gonna have my blinders on, dog, and just hope for the best. While you were talking, actually, while we were looking at that, I just killed my first shatter, defeated it, and got my first 100 chest. And I was a little bit bummed out, man. I didn't get anything particularly great. I was hoping for like all the good shit, right? I got a rare weapon part, rare hull part, uncommon, common. All right, so now the strategy goes to, like, where do I move my assets? What did I do? I can't use this deed for 48 hours. So actually, I need to move something over there to hunt on, to farm on that right now. I could have sworn I put some. And then I moved everything over to a different camp, really, to push this through. So hopefully I can get another chest soon with something delightful inside.
I hope so too.
We'll see.
Well, good stuff. You got your first shattered, and you got, so far you're in a good place on the seasonal leaderboard.
Yeah.
I think it'll be interesting to learn how we get catalysts from season 1. I saw a few theories kind of poking around just the timeline. And one of them was like, if you were to defeat all the shattereds on a particular deed, that could be one way to mark, eligibility for a catalyst.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. That could be one. It could be a way, but it's kind of hard because, like, what if you only have a farmer? I think this game becomes really difficult if you just have one deed.
Oh yeah.
And one vessel that hatched
Especially if that vessel's an enchanter.
Yeah. So it's like, it lends itself to being a whale game, but you do need multiple assets to succeed.
Yeah, such is life, man. That's the story of life, man.
Yeah. Well, I think there should be, there should continue to be ways to earn those.
Yeah.
And I think that would be
Oh,
cool.
I like this. I like this. Number of shattered killed equals rarity of catalyst. That could be cool. A raving ape would have the most badass catalyst. He's already got what, like 3 to 5 chests earlier. I saw him post about. Bro, I just got my first one and it took me a week. And I thought I had a decent build with 3 codas. So we'll see.
Yeah, man. And mind you, this is Legends of the Mara. There's still this whole aspect of just being on the other side. And that's what's exciting to me. So I get, like, with Legends of the Mara, these are all ways to, like, extract value out of our current assets and maybe just program us to be able to, like, for instance, I'd rather program my OTHERs, my workers, to gather resources. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And earn some rewards along the way should I stake them, because I won't sell them if they're being productive.
Yeah.
Right. And so you do have to come up with ways to, like, have someone want to keep their assets. And I think those rewards are really helpful. So I was really happy to hear Daniel Legre's kind of squash it and be like, yo, we don't plan on doing the Dutch, like, relax. And then everyone was like, look at apes, just da da da. But at the same time, it's like, why was it there in the first place? You know what I mean? Like, why would it be spelled out like auction?
Because we don't know how to read, and they knew. No, they knew it.
Let's trick the apes that do know how to read.
I know, right? They're the ones with the bank accounts. It's all good. It's been a fun time hanging out, guys. We got OTHERspace FM coming this Thursday. OTHERspace FM merch is now available on OTHERspace.fm. That's a lot of other spaces in a row. And I feel good about it. I felt good about that. Dude, it's been cool. I think you should still show people that sample. But maybe not. It's up to you. Up to you.
Well, we got some cool stuff, I think people should check this out. They should check the website out. We got some of the different programs that we've been running. OTHERspace PM, which you're tuned into right now. We have Deckside, which is our interview series where we interview artists, creators, builders, and shakers in the Web3 space, especially those that are doing stuff with their IP. OTHERspace Unlocked, where it's more educational. We host them in our Discord. We record them. In this particular one, we break down the other decks, but we've broken down some of the best tools like Otherside Wiki. We even talked AI music with Jeff Nicholas, who now is a creative director for Yuga and Bored Ape Yacht Club. We got some Apecoin how-to videos, just some tutorials on how you can participate in the Apecoin ecosystem a little bit easier. And then some other side strategies where we just kind of talk about the latest news and speculate a little bit. And shout out to the team, man. Couldn't be doing this without people who are raising their hand, volunteering their time to step up and support growing OTHERspace and turning it into something. And that goes for OTHERpage and you and me, Baron, just taking time every single day to dedicate toward OTHERspace. So you guys can check out the merch. We have an icy crew neck sweatshirt for $50. Has Hop of the Coda, got the icy logo in the front, and Made by Apes hit on the shoulder right there. I'm loving this part right here. This looks really great. And then you got people that elect for the long sleeve, which is cool because it has both of our codas on here. So we have both of our codas. We got Hoppa and one of 3 of your hypno trips. It's coded number 697 and 8048. And then this is the heavyweight tee, which is what I'm wearing right now. So it kind of has this cool like halftone graphic pattern in on the back, and I think it looks great with you know, you match it up with some denim, and you know, I already saw some people like throwing it on with their fits, looking fresh. As you can see, I'm rocking it right now, so I'm stoked to be having it. You can see the coda in the back, you know, kind of slick. But appreciate everyone supporting on that front.
Yeah, that's
and
nice.
Yeah, and then finally, you know, something for the kids. So I had to get my daughter one of these shirts.
Nice.
And yeah, and you got the enamel mug, which is a nice camper mug. I've been sipping on it.
We've had a few people order some mugs since we kicked off the show, so thank you to everyone who picked up a mug.
Cheers. Bad Teeth, thank you. You know, Justin, thank you. I appreciate you putting your order in during this show. And then Bad Teeth during last show, dude. It's like, I can't tell you how much it means to have your support in this, and hopefully, you know, for as something, you know, in return for your support, you get to have this really cool thing that you can sip your 288, you know, vodka and whiskey out of.
Yeah.
While you're camping. But yeah, man, other than that, I think it's cool, man. We got some other things and some other ideas that are definitely brewing. But you know, I want to also turn the attention to Merry Apemas, because I think today or tomorrow is the last day people can put their order in order to get it before Christmas.
Today at midnight, actually. So it's almost 10 o'clock. So only 2 more hours to order these beautiful Merry Apemas sweatshirt. No, to be honest with you, man, I love this. It comes in 3 different colors, but I got all 3 colors because, you know, getting samples, making sure it look right. I love the red one. I wear it constantly. I've had it for a few weeks now, and I probably have made this my main sweatshirt whenever I go outside. So I dig it. I appreciate everyone who picked up one as well. It's on thehustlehouse.com if you want to go over there and check it out. But also, there's some for toddlers. So there's a few parents out there in Web3 who bought this as well as a toddler size, which I thought is dope. And also did some wrapping paper with my ape on it. So you know, dude, I think what's fun about this is having fun with your IP. Like, I kind of have some thoughts about what the next thing I'll be doing, right? And you know, I don't want to promise anything or drop any hints or anything that'll lead me in a position that'll disappoint. But I think there's an upcoming holiday that I'm aiming towards, and I like the thematic of holidays for my ape. It's fun to just do collections, have fun with it, and see what comes of it, right? So also an opportunity to collab with other apes out there who are, you know, they have an asset they want to build, but they don't know how to do it. So a lot of fun. Appreciate everyone who put in an order for Merry Apemas. And if you want one, you have 2 hours left to get your orders in, and they have been getting to everyone extremely quickly. So that's been dope.
Awesome. Yeah, man. I'm excited because I think a few things have been clicking as I'm mulling over like what's next in 2024. And I really, dude, Jesse, your M2 is looking great, dude. Way to update the YouTube profile. Damn, with the gold coins coming out of the eyes. Amazing. And you know, gotta love the pink fur.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think just I wanna kind of like use my skills and design to help people bring some of their stuff to light. you know, in life and some of their ideas. I've been a producer for the longest time, just helping in the music industry, doing merch, doing music, doing products, doing musical projects. And I think there's a way to tie in some of those things with what people want to do with their IP. So I think besides using my IP, I really want to find ways that other people can use theirs and contribute toward that. So, you know, I'm kind of putting it out there, but definitely more to come. I want to shout out Marav for Mr. Clean Cowboy. Been burning this candle, which I'm hesitant to pick it up because it's kind of hot.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah.
But it's got the room smelling nice. I've been vibing this entire time. But also my mouth is minty fresh.
Minty fresh.
My shirt is icy fresh. Ooh. And my hot chocolate is chocolatey fresh. So yeah, man, it was great to hang out with you. It was great to hang out with everyone in the chat. We appreciate you guys joining us, for sharing. If you can leave a comment or something that kind of helps with the algorithm or supporting our content, you know, every single like, repost, or even comment letting us know that you enjoyed the show, or if you didn't enjoy the show, let us know. And we just hope to you know, keep the vibes up, keep the community going forward, keep pushing. We're excited about building on the other side. So, you know, I hope yeah, let's keep it pimping. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye, everyone.